Oh no, boys, we've got a foot soldier in our midst, and apparently the anti Semitism allegations are flying again. I'm Draco Self Important, and I think you should listen to me. Today, we're going to go over some comments that I got on the video I made about the Ethan Klein CPS situation. Of course, this, as this situation always does, devolves into some disingenuous bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. So we're gonna argue about the symbolism in manga, I guess, because that's the important thing that we really need to deal with right now. When there's a genocide happening, Israel is trying to start World War III by bombing Iran, and people are being fucking black bagged and deported, and the military is being used on American citizens. But we need to talk about the sword from Bleach today, apparently, because that's what defines whether or not you're a good or bad person, is the symbolism of shit on your anime merch. Gotcha. All right. So we've got 40 ounce guzzler like a week ago when I posted this stupid video. No one cares you don't watch H3 anymore. Talk about something more interesting, you fool. To which I say, got suggestions, because at this point, I'm assuming that this is someone who has, like, watched different content of mine, because I don't normally, I don't always do political shit. I guess I kind of do, because literally everything always comes back to capitalism and the patriarchy and blah, blah, whatever. Um, but like a lot of what I do is far more advice based, and or maybe just they don't fucking give a shit about Ethan Klein. I don't know. Um, so I'm not assuming that this is a foot soldier come to fight Ethan's fight for him, but the response I get is, yeah, how about Ian and Anissa and how their relationship has devolved and how they botched Creator Clash and don't give a crap about screwing hella people over. If you're not aware of who he's referring to, he's talking about iDubbbz. I don't, I don't give a shit about iDubbbz, right? I watched the Content Cop because I've been following this whole, Ethan Klein Hasan drama because, as previously stated, I watched Leftovers. Like, I've been I've been following this shit because I was interested. Like, it was a thing. Whatever. We'll get more into that. It's fine. So I respond, I don't really know anything about iDubbbz, man. I was never a fan. I have no interest in researching that, but I appreciate you giving an actual suggestion. Because I do, right? Like, y'all can suggest whatever you want, and sometimes I will totally take those suggestions, and, like, if it's something that's interesting to me, I'll go research it. But, like, I don't particularly give a shit about, like, iDubbbz and his wife and their relationship because I have no, like, vested emotional interest in them, because I don't have a parasocial relationship with them, right? Um, so, like, I don't want to. So then he responds, you claim you don't watch H3, but somehow have kept up with the tea. I don't get why people who make videos about Ethan always start off saying, oh, I was a fan, but now I'm not, and then end up knowing the recent tea. It's pretty goofy. The reason that one would start a video by saying, I was a fan and now I'm not, is as an explanation for why you're making the video and why you're interested, right? Because if I was never a fan, then I wouldn't know anything about it, wouldn't care, right? Like the fucking iDubbbz Anissa shit. I don't know anything about that. I don't care. I'm not watching that. I'm not making content about that. That's not the. I do this shit as a hobby. I talk about things that are interesting to me. There was a point that I thought I might try to, like, oh, let's try to get my. I have a real job. I'm good. Thanks. So, like, yeah, I'm interested in this, like that. I explained that in the video, like, of why would you make a video about someone that you had no interest in? for any reason. Like, he went off the fucking deep end, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. People change, and he did, and I didn't like the change, and I'm saying something about it. So I say I watch Hasan. I'm totally interested in the drama, never denied that, but I don't watch H3 anymore. I'm not down with watching a genocidal maniac crash out in 3 hour chunks, because I'm not. Because that, you know, from what I've seen, seems to be what's happening. I will say I have not like sat down and tried to watch the shit. I don't know. Maybe it's delightful, but it doesn't seem that way based on what's coming out. But if you enjoy it, by all means, watch whatever the fuck you want. I'm not your dad. Get off my ass. Um, so he responds, "You're saying this like Hasan is any better. I tried watching Hasan, but he too off the rails." Okay, you're a fan of Ethan Klein, who screams all the time, right? Just as much as Hasan does. Has doxed people, encourages his fans to go harass people, like just generally makes his entire life about shitting on other people. He has made like not a scrap of fucking original content. I guess Vape Nation, maybe, which I legit, I don't even know what that is. I've only heard people refer to it. I like that is, I don't, couldn't even tell you. Um, so like, what the fuck, yeah. So I respond, Hassan has empathy and wants shit like healthcare. If that's crazy, sign me the fuck up. He doesn't make his entire living shitting on others. He's obviously an objectively better human being. Yeah, I think that the dude who spends, 10 hours a day trying to educate people, and trying to cultivate a spirit of empathy and understanding among different communities and charitability, and discouraging people from going out and harassing others. And yeah, objectively, better fucking person. Hands down. Um, So then he says he's not. He literally has a Nazi sword and has called it that. He ran away from service in the military like a punk because of his rich parents. He supports Palestine but won't pull up to Gaza to help, yet he'll pull up to the ICE protest for clout like dumb rat he is. It's pathetic how people follow him, but it makes sense considering your research is very poor and your low IQ speaks for itself. Let's break this one down because this is juicy. This has got a lot of shit in it. All right. So, we're going to get more into the Nazi sword here. So, let's just stick a pin in the sword for a moment. He ran away from service in the military like a punk because of his rich parents. Let me ask you a question, friend. Do you think every American born American citizen who has dual citizenship in another country should have to serve in that other country's military if there is mandatory conscription there? What if they have like dual citizenship in like North Vietnam or something? I don't know if that's possible. I assume that they don't let you have North Vietnamese citizenship if you don't renounce your US citizenship. Oh, hey, hi. It's incredibly too close up. Editing Draco. North Korea. North Korea. North Korea. This is why we watch things. I fully had it like uploaded and ready to roll and was rewatching it and heard myself say North Vietnam more than once. Hello, Pony. So, I know it. You know it. We all know it. It's North Korea. I'm just throwing out an example. I'm sure that there is some fucking country somewhere that you can maintain your citizenship there and still maintain your US citizenship because if you were born in the United States of America, as Hassan Piker was, because bro was born in fucking New Jersey, you idiot. You want to talk to me about how I don't fucking know my research? You don't even know that this man is a natural born United States citizen. He does not have fucking military conscription requirements. Motherfucker can't even go back to Turkey. They would arrest his ass. They don't have freedom of speech there. Like, no, he does not. I don't have any kind of negative feelings about his not serving in the Turkish military. The fuck? Okay, but you're yeah, uh-huh. I'm going to assume that because you are an Ethan Klein fan that you're probably a lib, right? I don't assume that you are a Trumpy right-wing Republican guy, right? Like that's not what I'm picking up on here. Uh so like what is it that you like what what is the what you like you want people to serve in every military like I don't understand, man. I don't like what is this you're one of those like super reverence for the military guys, and before you even fucking start, my ass was a goddamn military spouse. I have been through this shit on the other side. I am not like you are not going to come to me about the duties of the fucking military like I haven't had to deal with that shit up close and fucking personal. So, yeah, not a fucking thing about the fact that he did not serve the military of a country that doesn't even have fucking freedom of speech that makes me feel bad or like that is a morally inferior decision to make. If in fact there even was any kind of possibility of him serving in the Turkish military, which I don't even believe that to be true. But like, bro was born in Jersey. I don't know what the fuck you want, man. Like, the fact that Israelis, people with dual citizenship in Israel, will do the military shit is like cool fucking story. Like, but they don't all do it. Ethan didn't do it. Ethan Klein has dual citizenship. Ethan Klein went and did his fucking birthright shit when he was plenty young enough. He could have fucking joined the IOF. He could have been right along with Ela in that Israeli occupying force, just kidnapping fucking people in the Gaza Strip would have been fucking great. That could have been that could have been their meet cute. They could have gone out on terrorist missions together. So it's perfectly okay for Ethan in his American born dual citizenship. That country definitely has military conscription ass for not serving there, right? But not for Hasan, right? Cool, 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 cool. I, um, like if you want to serve in the military, more power to you, I guess. I don't think it's a good idea because, especially in this country, because I have seen what happens to people who do. They do not treat you like a human being. They fucking chew you up and spit you out. It's a horribly abusive process that they trick people into with college tuition. So, like, I highly discourage everyone from joining because I don't think it's good for you because we don't fucking treat people active duty or veterans like fucking human beings in this country. So again, no fucking skin off my back at all that bro is not a fucking vet of any fucking country right now. So cool fucking story there. So ooh, punk, yeah, rich parents. Again, American citizen, but whatever. Um, Supports Palestine but won't pull up to Gaza. As if there was not a boatload of people just like 2, 3 days ago that did try to pull up to Gaza, right? The Freedom Flotilla, which is not the first time that there has been, symbolic humanitarian mission like this, that the Israelis fucking detained them. And as far as I know, some of those people have yet to be released. What the fuck? Like, this is not a just roll up situation, right? This is someone who, like, how the fuck? He's not actually press, right? He's a fucking Twitch streamer. I don't know, And there was some talk of him potentially going, and it's like, no, because he can't be assured safety from Israel. That's the issue, is that Israel kills journalists. Israel kills aid workers. Israel spends all their fucking time trying to conflate Israel with Judaism so that they can use anti Semitism as a fucking weapon, and your stupid fucking libtard ass is here fucking just helping them the fuck out. So you can take your liberal Zionist fucking bullshit and you can fuck right the fuck off, because I am not impressed. Yeah, so no one is expecting him to pull up to Gaza, because you can't. That's not a fucking option here. And even if it was, the chances of him surviving that are about as good as the chances of all the fucking dead fucking journalists and aid workers and medical workers, etc., etc. Don't act like this is a situation where this is just a safe thing to fucking do. And then in the same breath, when he does go to fucking protest about ICE, that's just for clout. When he shows up on the streets to be a body on the ground at a protest, what did you want him to do? Set the fucking Waymos on fire on film and like have evidence to get arrested for that? Have you ever been to a protest, motherfucker? All you do is like walk around and shit. You shout some shit occasionally. Your job is to be there, to be a body on the ground so that there can be numbers visible to the powers that be to show that we are here and we are not willing to put up with their shit. Showing up is all you are supposed to do at a fucking protest. Show up, be peaceful, chant some shit, maybe bring a sign. That's it. But that he's doing for clout, right? He's participating in peaceful protest in exactly the peaceful way that everyone says that you're supposed to fucking do. But that's not fucking good enough for you either. Because your position is Hasan bad because Daddy Ethan told me so. You don't have any positions based on any actual fucking material facts. Your position is Daddy Ethan says he's mean and bad, so he's mean and bad, and I need to go to the world's smallest fucking creator and spend a fucking solid week back and forth fucking bitching about it. So maybe you should go show this to Daddy Ethan and maybe he'll be really proud of you. Yeah, I know how much he loves to fucking harass tiny creators, so maybe he'll... Yeah, bring it the fuck on, dude. Complete fucking bullshit. Like, the goalpost is always moving. It's always fucking circular logic with you goddamn idiots. It's bullshit. Ethan Klein's fucking fans, Destiny's fucking fans, all fucking bullshit. Complete fucking disingenuous fucking bullshit. Just fucking disgusting, dude. So I say, pull up to Gaza, you're a fool, it's a sword from Bleach, you realize that Nazis stole the swastika as it was used throughout Asia for thousands of years, right? You disingenuous fuck. Thanks for the engagement, though. So he says, dummy, he should pull up to Gaza and the West Bank to help clean up and feed the children there. But no, he decides to sit in the comfort of his home, eating chips and streaming and blabbering like a dumbass. You just said in the previous comment that he was out in the protests. Okay, cool. So is he out protesting? Is he... Right, he streams 10 hours a fucking day. Every fucking day. Yeah, sometimes he's gonna have to like do other shit, and he did put his money where his mouth was, and did go do the political action that he was able to do. And again, just fucking days ago, people did try to fucking roll up to Gaza, and it didn't fucking go well. It's not a smart idea. The fact that you would be like, ha ha ha, if he got detained fucking again, as if he wasn't fucking detained at the airport by our fucking government. Also, again, as if the Israeli government isn't our fucking government, as if we don't pay for every fucking bomb that's dropped. Yeah, it's our little fucking pet project. It's the fucking Christian death cult bullshit. The fucking Christians need them to exist for their fucking death cult. That's the only reason that any of this is fucking happening. Because that's why Israel has the backing of the United States and the money and the weapons that go with it. It's fucking bullshit. And the fact that fucking BB Hitler Jr. Netanyahu wants to get up and fucking conflate Judaism with Zionism and with Israel, and yeah, there is a problem with anti-Semitism in this fucking country and probably many other places in the world because of Israel, not because of Judaism. Because the Israeli government does not represent Jews. The Israeli government represents just another fucking capitalist, patriarchal bullshit regime, just like the United States. Same shit, different fucking country, but the same fucking bank account. It's bullshit. He goes on to say, and you're hella stupid because if you actually watched Hasan, he has called it the swastika sword. Before you said he was calling it a Nazi sword. Now you're saying he's calling it a swastika sword. It's called a swastika because that is the Sanskrit term for the hooked cross. The Nazis didn't originate that word. That's just what it's fucking called. It's like calling a pentagram because that's what it is, a five-pointed star. That pentagram, get it? Like, that's what it's called. Um, but I digress. Da, 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 da. But he definitely doesn't watch Bleach. He claims he read the manga, but doesn't even know the main character. Yeah, keeps slobbing his nuts, pussy. Just a brief aside there. Um, One, if you think it's insulting to call me a pussy, okay. I don't buy into your toxic masculine fucking bullshit, dude. I am a fucking flaming ass faggot tranny. Like, I don't know. Okay, I have a fucking pussy. What do you want from me? Uh, like, cool. Also, I don't fight. I run my mouth a lot, and I will in circumstances when I probably shouldn't, and someday I might get put in my fucking place for it. But okay. And as far as slobbing on his nuts, he's pretty straight and I'm pretty partnered, so I don't think that the opportunity would ever arise. But if you think that's insulting, oh boy, not to me, my friend, not to me. Uh, he's hot as fuck, so I'll take it. Seems like you're slobbing all up on Ethan Klein's nuts, so I don't know how you're feeling about that, because that's not exactly, he is not the charismatic, attractive man that I would want to associate my mouth with their genitals. Just saying. Just saying. And then he comes back to say, what even argument is that, anyways, about the swastika originating in Asia? Because Bleach is a Japanese manga, you idiot. The context of there being a swastika on the sword in Bleach is because it has been a symbol for good luck in Asia since like 7,000 BC. It's the cultural context, you fucking idiot. It's a Japanese symbol on a Japanese sword, you fucking moron. Like, hello? Are we having the same fucking conversation? So based on your logic, it's perfectly fine to have swastikas because they stole it from Asia anyways. What even is that argument? You sound stupid as fuck, completely forgetting what they did to Jewish people and what that sign means. You're actually a dumbass and a racist bastard. It's on something from Japan where the context of the swastika is completely different, because there are thousands of years of history and there are temples all over the fucking continent and surrounding islands that have the symbol all fucking over the place. and the like 2.5 decades that the Germans fucking used it are not going to erase that for the entire fucking world. And if you, as a disingenuous fucking American, want to come in here and say that the sword that has a fucking geometric symbol on it is somehow a representation of Nazi Germany, despite the fact that you and I and Hasan and Ethan Klein and everyone else who is engaging in this stupid fucking conversation knows that the sword is from Bleach, which is both a manga and a fucking anime, right? Hey, let's talk about some other religious symbols that are interpreted differently in Asia, specifically in manga and anime. See this shit right here? This Full Metal Alchemist tattoo that I have on my body and have had for like over a fucking decade. Yeah, it's a shitty, badly done tattoo. These little triangle bits here, right? This is a Star of David, bro. In the anime, they triangled it out a little bit, made it look a little bit more like the fucking Zelda Triforce, but in the manga, it is a literal fucking Star of David, because all that is a six-pointed star. And Full Metal Alchemist is filled with all kinds of different religious iconography and geometric shapes, because that's like the plot of the show. So like, I've got what is essentially the Star of David tattooed on my body right now. Do you think that this makes me a Zionist? Do you think that this means that I am in support of Israel? Do you think that this makes me a Jew? Like, what is your deal here? Can we not understand context at any point? You know, it's like I went through and dug out the fucking manga to fucking find it, right? Like it's, and you can't, they're teeny tiny in the manga. So I, in fact, took a picture of this very tattoo. And here's the thing, the reason that they changed it slightly when they released the anime, I would assume, would be because releasing this to a Western audience and having the characters that are represented as soulless dolls have the Star of David, which is generally a symbol associated with Judaism, on them, that's, you know, that gets into some weird golem fucking, like, that's not cute, right? So when launching the cartoon, boom, 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 this has got a little bit more fat to these lines, right? That's why what I've got tattooed on me is the anime version, because I'm not looking to have someone else's religious iconography tattooed on me. I'm looking to have the symbol of being a soulless doll, because I don't really believe in souls, and so I think it's kind of funny, right? But this is, I took this out of my fucking manga, and this is what it looks like in the manga. Right. The fucking, and if we want to get back to this fucking sword and how this all came up to begin with, the sword came up because when iDubbbz was at Hasan's, when they were filming the skit for the Content Cop, he picked up that sword for the little photo op that they did. And that's why the clip that is clip-chimped around is Hasan talking to iDubbbz saying, oh, of course you picked up the swastika sword. And the reason that the sword was out is because just a few days before that, Hasan had done a photo shoot for an Assassin's Creed ad where he was dressed head to toe in ninja gear. And it's a big black Japanese sword that matched the whole fucking getup with the tabi, I don't know how, the fucking fork-toed socks and the fucking sandals and the whole 9 yards, right? So, like, yeah, the prop that he got at a convention, because it's a long-ass, black, cool-looking fucking sword that unless you're looking straight down the hilt, you can't tell that it's a fucking hooked cross swastika, whatever the fuck we want to call it, on the goddamn thing anyway, because from the side profile, it's just a fucking line. The only reason anyone could tell is because the way that iDubbbz was holding the shit in that photo shoot, because he had people next to him and holding it sideways was either going to block them or endanger them, you could see it dead on. But it's the same fucking sword in the goddamn Assassin's Creed ad. And that didn't get pulled. So, like, the entire rest of the world understands the context of this. And even Ethan Klein has acknowledged that it is, in fact, the sword from Bleach. Like, and also I have, where the fuck is it? If we're gonna talk about, iconography that has fucking swastikas on it, somewhere around here, I don't know where I put it, I grabbed it. I collect Ganesh statues. Here, actually, you can, that little shadow box, this guy back here, you can't really see. That is Ganesh. Ganesh is the Hindu god Ganesha. I'm not fucking Hindu. Excuse me for my cultural appropriation, but here the fuck we are. Destroyer of obstacles. It's one of the reasons that I've kind of attached to this many years ago when I was like fucking 20. And I, have statues and I have prints and I have all kinds of shit. He travels with a rat to help destroy the small obstacles. Big fan of this imagery, right? However, I have someone got me a Ganesh that is like this big, that if I put it on camera, you can't even see. So I took a picture to blow it up. I'm not even sure if you can see it on that. On the tiny little hand there, there's a little swastika. And also on his forehead, there's a five-pointed star, which is associated with Satanism. It's like in exactly the same spot as the fucking, I think the Satanic Temple's like official copyrighted Baphomet, right? It's also associated with Wiccanism, right? These are geometric shapes. And yes, a lot of these geometric shapes are associated with different religions in different parts of the world, as well as other different ideologies, etc., etc. You have to look at the fucking context. And when the context is Japanese thing from Japanese art about Japanese culture, and in said culture, this symbol has been used for thousands of years. I'm sorry, man, but 25 years of racist Germans isn't going to erase that. So, like, we can be disingenuous as fuck all day. Where is it getting us? I am a yapper. I do just love to yip, 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 because damn, it's already been like 31 minutes and I ain't even done with the fucking comments yet. All right. I say, so he reads the manga, you ass. I'm not participating in stripping Buddhists, Hindus, etc. from their ability to use ancient symbols because of racist Germans. The fact that you can't tell when someone is being facetious isn't my problem, bro. Keep commenting, though, driving up my meager view count. Yeah, because when he was talking about Idubbbz picking up that sword, was like, oh, of course you pick up the swastika sword. He's leaning into it because he understands that it's going to be made into a big fucking deal over nothing. He knows goddamn well that he's not anti-Semitic. Anyone who's actually heard him actually talk about his political opinions knows that, like, it's a non-starter fucking argument when the only thing that you can come up with is he has a sword with a geometric symbol on it I don't particularly care for, that has a completely different context in the context of the actual item than the one that I am forcing it into disingenuously because I'm an insincere motherfucker and my only goal here is Hasan bad. So he says he couldn't even name the main character, you absolute moron. And yeah, I'll keep commenting. Your broke ass could use it to buy some soap. You stank looking rat. I wonder why you haven't tried to convince people in public it's a Buddhist symbol. Probably because you're just like Hasan, a giant pussy. What the fuck? Am I supposed to, like, go stand out on the street and talk about it? No one in real life has brought it up, but I certainly would have this same conversation anywhere the fuck else. Bro, like, I have been sued by Satan. My information is out there. Like, I am not afraid, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If people wanted me dead, I'd have done been dead. And maybe someday I will be. Well, I mean, obviously someday I will be. But maybe someday I will be at the hands of some I don't... Cool. Do you know how long I have been suicidal? Like, my whole fucking life. Fucking do it for me. Sounds great. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. Like... I spent my entire existence trying to get antidepressants to get to a point like I am now where I don't hate my fucking life. And then you want to, okay, all right, cool story, bro. Also, I have 386 subscribers, my friend. This shit ain't monetized. Hobby. Hobby. I lost my place. Let me go. Yeah, and I don't care that he can't name the main character in the fucking Bleach manga. He said that, like, he was at a convention, he saw the sword, he thought it was cool, he didn't even realize it first. Like, it's a long ass fucking black, it looks cool. I don't know, I don't know what to tell you. Like, and it is not obviously a big giant fucking swastika, and so, eh, if that's your only point, then awesome, I guess. So I say it's a sword from a manga. I'm not buying into you trying to perpetuate a false narrative of anti Semitism to distract from a genocide. Love the ad hominem attacks shows just how little substance you're working with. If you want to move beyond Hasan bad, you'll have better luck actually understanding the world. And then I followed up with, also, I have a real job. This shit is a hobby. He comes back with, I know it's a sword from Bleach. We both understood, and it's like you don't understand the words you're reading. Hasan called it a swastika sword. He got it not knowing it was from Bleach. He saw the swastika and chose to get it not knowing it was from Bleach. You do not think that the dude at the fucking booth at the fucking convention, like, you don't think it was labeled? You don't. Okay, alright, cool story. He literally has a video of him calling it the swastika sword. Yeah, I know. You're refusing to hear the truth. Why, though? Why didn't Hasan say he immediately goes for the Buddhist one? No, he said he immediately goes for the swastika one. Because that's the whole point. Because that's why you're making a big fucking deal out of it. I keep turning the phone and then losing my place. I need to stop doing that. Hold on. Literally based on your logic. He too ignored the fact that it's a Buddhist symbol, but there you go again, ignoring the fact because you're a moron. I'm not ignoring anything, bro. I saw the same fucking video. He was leaning into it. That's literally why 3 fucking comments ago I was like, yeah, if you can't understand when someone's being facetious, that's not my fucking problem. The fact that you don't get jokes and you are looking at clip chimps and again taking shit out of context, because that's all fucking Ethan Klein fans can fucking do apparently, because if you are still watching Ethan Klein at this point, you have no media literacy whatsoever. So cool story, I guess. I still stand by, if you can get beyond Hasan bad, you're going to have a way better understanding of the world. And then he comes back, you're a fool. He called it a swastika sword. He saw in the video calling it a swastika. He said he immediately goes for the swastika one, not he immediately goes for the Buddhist one. Why? He didn't say it was a Buddhist symbol. Why wouldn't he get it without knowing it was from Bleach? Why would he say he reads the manga without being able to name the main character? And then again, you're refusing to hear the truth. He called it a swastika sword. He got the sword without knowing it was from Bleach. He ignored your logic, how you say it was a Buddhist symbol. He said he immediately goes for the swastika, not he immediately goes for the Buddhist one. So who's the one refusing to see the truth? And yeah, I keep deleting my comments, punk. I didn't delete shit. If these aren't showing up, it's fucking YouTube. Here I am fucking reading them. I don't hold comments. I specifically go in when I post my videos and say hold nothing, and it pops up and is like, are you sure, bro? And I'm like, yeah, I am. But if you type shit that is incredibly heinous, sometimes YouTube just doesn't post it. So if I'm not reading something that you tried to type, it's because it was so fucking horrible that YouTube didn't post it. And if I am reading it, it's because YouTube doesn't show comments, because YouTube fucking sucks. So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, look at any of the other numerous videos of me reading comments, having the same conversation with people. YouTube can't fucking post comments. I've been doing this shit for what, like fucking nearly 3 years-ish? I don't know. Yeah, no. Deleting my comments aren't going to stop anyone knowing you're ignoring the facts and won't answer a direct question. Keep deleting my comments, you freak. To which I say, bro, I have a job and a family, a life. I'm not ignoring you. I'd block you if I was pressed. I saw the same video as you. He was laughing at the fact that everyone calls it a swastika sword. That's why I said, it's your problem. You don't understand someone being facetious. He was leaning into it because it's ridiculous. He absolutely bought it knowing what it was. Your clip chimping isn't the win you think it is. Also, I haven't deleted anything. By the way, you're just trying to post shit so heinous. YouTube is killing it. I don't have any comments held either. So yeah. I'm so fucking tired of people, one, you know, this whole fucking weaponizing of anti-Semitism fucking bullshit. Like, if literally the only thing that you can say about a man who has spent how many fucking years every single day, 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day, live streaming every single thought that comes out of his fucking face. And the worst thing you can say is he has a sword that has a symbol that means something different in this cultural context than it does in the context in which it was created. That's the worst thing that you can come up with. That's it. Right. Okay. I've heard you. I've acknowledged. I've seen the video. I've heard him call it a swastika sword because the symbol is called a fucking swastika because it's based on the fucking Sanskrit word. That's just what it's called. He didn't call it a Nazi sword, which is what you originally fucking said. But you had to fucking backtrack that because you always move the fucking goalposts. And by you, I mean you fucking foot soldier assholes. And don't try to fucking deny that that's who the fuck you are with your fucking Ethan Klein playlist, friend. So, go fucking suck daddy's nuts. The reason that I am here fucking defending fucking Hasan Piker is because I use him as a jumping off point all the fucking time. I use him as a legitimate source to say what I am saying makes sense. Here's someone with a massive amount of education who knows what the fuck he's talking about, who is saying the same shit. He has a sense of humor. He says things that are dry and sarcastic all the time. He speaks hyperbolically all the time. So the fuck do I. And the same shit gets weaponized against me. Right. So the fact that he has a sword from an anime makes him, and me by association, racist. Cool. Well then, I guess my tattoo makes me a Zionist. So I'm both. I'm a Nazi and a Zionist. Oh wait, no, actually, that's right, because Zionists are Nazis. That's the fucking point, dude. That's the point. They're committing a fucking genocide. They are trying to loudly and proudly eliminate the Palestinian people from the Gaza Strip. Repeatedly, multiple Israeli governmental authorities at like every fucking level, citizens out on the street, they're crying for the blood of the Palestinian people. And you want to come in here and talk about a sword from a manga. Cool fucking story. Either come up with something better than Hasan bad, or get the fuck out. The grown-ups are talking. I don't give a shit about fucking Ian and Anissa and their fucking drama. You know why? Because I've not heard either of them say some genocidal bullshit. So, like, I don't feel a need to, engage in that drama, I guess. The only reason I know anything about this Ethan Klein shit is because he can't keep Hasan Piker's name out of his fucking mouth. And so it gets picked up. And I'm a bitch who loves some drama, right? I watch me some Amberlynn Reed videos. At this point, the only person I still watch is Karina Kaboom, because Zachary Michael stopped covering her. I have never, not once, watched an Amberlynn Reed video on Amberlynn Reed's channel because I don't fucking like her. I think she's a bad fucking person. I think she is just generally a manipulator who does not take the time to actually work on herself and grow and wants to make that everybody else's fucking problem. And I have a problem with that, right? So, like, to suggest that my knowing about the drama, right, is somehow an indication that I'm actually. And then for you to ask me to do a video about iDubbbz either means that you like iDubbbz and that's why you're interested, or you don't like iDubbbz but want to know all the fucking tea and are a fucking hypocrite. I'm gonna guess it's that one. So, yeah, I know he's called it the swastika sword. I get it. I get it. You got anything else? Tired of genocide deniers and genocide defenders. And I'm just, yeah. TikTok. The tides are turning, man, and it's just fun to watch, to watch the ever-growing number of people be like, was always my position. This was always my position, and you can go watch the videos to prove it. So, cool fucking story. Yeah. Someone comment. I don't care if you agree or disagree. Let's keep this rolling. Come on. Tell me how fucking anti-Semitic I am. Oh yeah, that was another fucking comment that I got was someone was like, "Yeah, cool story. You talking about how you're not anti-Semitic and then talking about how you knew Jewish people 30 years ago." Yeah, because like I was talking about my entire life, and so I had to start with the past to get up to the future. Where I like spend more time taking care of an old Jewish dude than I do with my own fucking family. Like, but cool. No, no, no. You're all disingenuous fucks. And no one who is serious is taking you seriously. But I don't speak like this to people in my real life, so when the punching bags deliver themselves to my door, I'm gonna take advantage and scream into the void at you in particular this time. So go guzzle your fucking 40s, friend. You fucking getting drunk is going to be a more productive use of your fucking time than engaging in this. Because if you can't understand context and you can't understand a fucking joke, then maybe the internet isn't the place for you. I suggest you brush up on your media literacy. But that's neither here nor there. At any rate, to everyone else, I love you. Be safe. Make good choices.